Mr. Omar.
So I wasn't necessarily for the NOAAs when the NOAAs was presented because I thought that that entire area could have been a potential additional corporate campus. But as a council, we decided against that. We said, no, it makes sense to have a hospitality type place like NOAA's go in there. And so now all of a sudden, you've got the perfect complement to NOAA's being proposed just beside the place.
I don't think it was a unanimous vote, Mr. Omar.
I didn't say anything about a unanimous vote. I just said that there was a decision to go with a NOAA's where it went. And so now the question becomes, what do you do with the rest of that property? And to me, the logical thing that you would do next to a NOAA's is allow for a use like this. And to the question about weekend occupancy, the whole big selling point of NOAA's was that they would do weddings and they would do other events that would potentially be weekend activities. And so, again, if you had a wedding there and you wanted to have a wedding party stay somewhere, this would be a very logical place for them to stay. You also have a Verizon campus that's right next to it, which makes it very, it works out really nicely. And then you have the rehab hospital that's directly across from it, where also you might have family members that come, including on weekends, and you'd be able to stay there and be able to visit their family. So to me, now that we have so much less property because we approved the NOAAs, which I wasn't for at the time, but now it's there, it seems to me like this would be the next logical step. What are we going to put there at this point? And so I understand the concerns. I think we're about to, if we were to approve this, and if we were to include this Hilton language, we're about to put the most constraining language you could possibly put on a hospitality place. I'm not necessarily in favor of making that constraining language, but if we're going to be concerned about what we're concerned about, this is probably the best mechanism we could use. So from my perspective, I think it's an appropriate use. I don't want it to compete against the Renaissance, so therefore the fact that it's not full service actually makes sense to me. And I think it fits real well with what's going on right there. So I actually am leaning in favor unless I hear something that would advise me otherwise.
Any other